Welcome to another gameplay. After recording this video, I realized that a good percentage of the game wasn't recorded or somehow it got deleted. So I basically got to do an intro over some gameplay. But the name of this game, of course, is called Control. The protagonist is a female who is searching for her brother who's entered this particular bureau that supposedly she believes houses her brother. Yeah, I was really upset at the fact that I missed the beginning part. What else has happened? So far, I just entered the building and I'm searching for him, and I came across the help desk and stuff like that, and came across a couple of notes of what's going on in the bureau. So yeah, so far that's basically what's happening. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get to the gameplay. Hopefully you enjoy it. You know, best way to gain control is to lose it.
Oh, you caught that?
No. Oh, that wasn't a good one. All right, well, we're just gonna go ahead and get to this gameplay. Like I said, man, this game is actually pretty good. Let's see.
Nope. Nope.
No. Okay. I was trying to think of the game this reminds me of. It was Quantum Break.
That you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it.
You saw how he was looking when I shot him. All right, a terrible shot. All right, so let's see what we gotta do here.
Something's coming. This threat. An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, we heard it.
It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word. And this gun's alive.
Allah, she
You know
crazy.
I'm
She
happy.
crazy.
Happy to be here.
Alright, so let's look
Things have
around.
quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Alright, so that's not creepy.
What is that? You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You. Oh, thank you.
And one thing I did notice, she's talking to herself a lot, so
Horror.
I don't know if she really is crazy, but I don't know. And then you see stuff like this, so is it maybe she's crazy, or did something get inside her? You know, as in one of those type of movies are those not necessarily superhero movies, but you know how sometimes somebody gets possessed by something or a parasite, and instead of that's what it was, Resident Evil, when she took on the virus and then she became stronger, something like that. But yeah, let me keep on playing before I distract myself. Description, blah, blah, objects, form is variable, blah, blah, blah. Alright, what else? Trench.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's, altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. A side note, remember to cover their connection to the astral plane as well. Now,
So they found a
the
portal
service
to
weapon is,
another
of course, a
dimension.
prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one. ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key component in our prime candidate program. Come out of that Russian roulette a winner, and you...
Dude, I ain't never seen
You're
gloves
it.
like that.
Lose,
I
and
need
you're,
some
well...
gloves like that for the house.
Thank you. I'm Dr. Darling, Head of Research, Federal Bureau of Control.
All right, so objects of power, blah, blah, blah. I mean, the graphics on this is really, really nice. Now, I am playing on the PS4, the regular one.
Secure line of communication. Guidance.
I originally tried to load this up on the Xbox, but I noticed that it didn't really load too good on Xbox. So I didn't even attempt to play it and record. That was a good shot, buddy. Dude, I was way out. Oh, you gotta recharge it.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building...
See, man, I just had to get used to the controls. No lie, I was actually missing like almost every shot.
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1.
So the building
Search
be
the
moving
room
around?
for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room.
So is it like
3.
the
Wait for
building
Bureau staff to
itself
find
is
you
the
and the
dimension
object.
or the other dimension?
If there are no altered items or
That's the only thing I
objects
can
of
think
power
of.
in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, you just hanging there, buddy.
If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach
just
your
listen to that.
supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions.
Like, look at this. And I'm not even on the Pro. And then I thought about getting it, but I mean, you might as well just wait for the PS5 to come out. I was thinking about switching my hard drive to an SSD though. I know that'll help it run better. Even on the Xbox, you can't replace your hard drive without void of warranty. See, they be tripping over stuff like that. Let's see. Oh, I'm supposed to go there. Okay.
The hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss. Burrowing into everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy?
No.
Alright, it's our enemy. That babble's contagious. It burrows in like an infuriating melody that makes you hum it over
See, so something
and
is
over.
inside of her that's helping her. What's all that talking? They be having a lot of notes to pick up. Federal Bureau of Control, how to handle scheduled visitors entering the lobby, starting with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control, established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations. We are proud to serve the United States and help people as we strive, blah, blah, blah. I might just let y'all read that or pause it and read it versus just going through that because I feel like it's going to extend the gameplay like too long. Research. Like, look at all that. All right, come on. Okay. Now you know that wasn't gonna work. Boy, did you see that shot? Take your kneecaps out. All right, you gonna hide from me, huh? Right in the face. Ooh, I know that. Bruh, you not gonna win. Come on now. I mean, I guess it's good that it recharges versus you having to go find bullets. But it's just, you gotta keep track of how much you're using. Otherwise, you're just gonna be looking like a fool standing there while they're shooting at you. Alright, let's see. So you can pick up materials, I'm guessing, for what? Unlocking stuff for your weapons and personal mods. So I'm guessing you're enhancing like abilities and stuff like that, maybe speed or health or anything like that.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean? Help me fix it.
I see, that's dope. See, I figured that you got an upside down pyramid in the center of the office.
Holy shit.
So yeah, so I'm guessing the building is another dimension, or they built the building around the whatever object they found.
Are you with us? With the Bureau?
Nah,
Are
give me
you
your
still
money.
sane?
Nah, I ain't
Can't tell
saying
you
that.
how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
Your feelings
But you
mutual.
ain't saying.
Yeah, I'm Pope. Emily Pope. Dr.
Stop
Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie? Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting. I should have lied.
Oh, shit. You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Director Faden. Call me Jesse. Okay, Jesse.
Bro, she got a
I'm
weird
Emily.
smile.
Look, somehow this hostile
You can't
force,
trust her.
this hiss, that works. Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning. And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in. We're in full
It's actually a
lockdown.
dope name though.
It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And extraordinarily,
All right,
you.
what's the HRA?
You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously.
Yeah, his brains
I'm sorry,
all over the
I'm
floor.
talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot. Trench is dead. Shot. I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like a suicide? The service weapon. Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things.
Dude, that's a thick door.
It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point,
Like, he just floating.
push the hiss out.
Like, we ain't gonna discuss that.
The whole room shifted around. You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in the lockdown before you became the new director? How? I'm not ready to tell her about you yet. A
See,
janitor
so
let
I
me.
said it early. Whatever got inside of her
This is
is
fucking
helping her out.
unbelievable. I can't even. Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more. Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss. Because if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already. She's the opposite of the faceless agency I've blamed for what
I don't
happened
know,
to me
that
for
smile pretty scary now.
But I can't trust her yet.
It was so
Or
wide
rather,
and
the
creepy.
bureau she's a part
Like,
of. Yes,
what was it? I think
I
it was
can
something
try.
I watched on Alter. Y'all gotta check them out.
I'm speaking
I'm
for
a
you, of
huge
course.
horror film
We
fan.
can try it together.
And they're like on YouTube who they do like videos on
Okay.
short story horror films
You
and
with
stuff.
me?
But just one of
did
those
it before.
episodes, I think it was
Push
called
the hiss out.
Mirror or Reflection or something like that. And the dude had a weird wide smile. I'll put the link to it in the description. Alright, so they said they want me to try to drive it out. It look like you killing her. Is her face changing? Oh, she dead.
It didn't work. The hiss has burrowed too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart. I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
Oh, they just okay with that I just killed somebody?
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it. Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago. The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough. Maybe that's too much already. I can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
I've seen mentions of an Altered World event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child? It was one of the big ones, and before my time.
So they got infected right when it
And
happened.
very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but he's missing. I think he knew this was coming, or suspected. He came up with the HRAs, the Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us, or a few of us. And Director Trench would know.
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone, a direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. I mean, Trench has years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place. We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
So are they gonna tell me what an HRA is, or did
They
I
call
miss it
me
already?
the director. That's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader.
Bro, she came in first day on
Why
the
am I
job and
here?
became CEO.
I think you already know. Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I was looking for answers, but I might never understand them. I'm not looking for proof. This is already it. More than enough. No matter what they told me all those years, I know it's real now. I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world. What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
remind me of that room that kept Magneto in. Of course, they didn't have any metal in it, but I think that was the first X-Men.
Look, I know this is all new to you, so don't hesitate to ask me anything you want to know.
Oh, I got a lot of questions.
Stupid questions.
First of all, what the heck is
door to
the
the comms
HRA?
department is just outside the boardroom back in the lobby. They should have gotten it open by now.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
So y'all got a barricade, but it ain't really blocking the door though? Like, you see that? A regular person. You get it too, buddy. See, I need me an AR. Alright.
It's
So I
overpowering
can't go
here.
there?
You don't want me anywhere near it. I'm with you on that.
I keep forgetting she talks so quick. Bro, do you see the accuracy? Come on. You and your friend.
Nice shot.
I'm getting cold there. Oh, hold up. What the rest of you? See, they need to learn how a barricade is supposed to be because it's not blocking the doors. Like, you can still walk past. So I gotta fight all of them. Alright, I'm ready. Let me go and get this real quick. I said, let me get this first. Now you're cheating. Oh, okay. See, you got a shield because you're scared. And he throw grenades? Alright, let's see. Okay. I did notice the only way you get health, like, you have to kill them. So, for instance, if they get your health low, you pretty much jacked up. Give me that foot. Alright, come on. Uh-huh. Yeah, come on. Hold up. Wait. Come on, boy. You ain't ready. Come on now. Oh, snap. You about to never. Oh, crap. Wait a minute.
Help me!
So, yeah. I think I bit off a little bit more than I could chew in that situation. So now I gotta go back. Wait a minute, I gotta
There it is again. Our welcome message.
Okay, cool. Never mind. See, it ain't gonna happen again, buddy. But, alright, cool. So they gone too. First of all, I say, like, do I gotta go through everybody again? So, I guess that's good. In most games, they just make you do everything over. It looks like you just gotta do the last part of it. Come on, boy. ain't gonna happen again. Come on. See, y'all got me last time. Harlem shaking. Alright, so I need a key or key card. What am I supposed to be doing?
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes.
Bruh, did he just
Stolen
say
by our
80
friends at the CIA,
kilobytes?
the disk held the launch codes to Soviet
You know, it's
nukes.
crazy how back then they really thought 80 kilobytes.
This is not the
was a
disk,
lot.
of course, but
Now we at
one exactly like it. A
shoot,
perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious.
what,
A
terabytes?
receptacle. It is a
I don't know how
receptacle
many
for
terabytes
dangerous
you can
energies
put
to
in
hone in on.
But I know, I mean,
And they did.
yeah,
We don't have the
it's just
details, but when things
just
started
imagine
flying
if we
around
went
the
back in
disk, it
time
was
and
transferred
had
to
like
us.
a
It's an
hard
object of
drive
power.
that had a terabyte.
OOP.
Man, them people go crazy.
Oops. Oh, and it can
I
launch
forgot
things
it was somebody
telekinetically
who
through the
said
air.
we would
To
never
date,
need-
we've launched maybe
I don't know if it was a certain
dozen
amount of
pencils.
kilobytes or megabytes.
And
Let me
once-
stop talking.
we even launched a cup.
Bro, did you just start? What is that? Did you just dance up the ladder? Bro, did you see that?
Object of power.
Okay,
So the post flash on the
so
left. We need to cleanse it.
alright, how can I get by? What you got in here? Oh, heck nah, bruh. Dude, did you see that? Alright, so I'm gonna have to. Come on now. Now see, this that crap I'm talking about. Alright, so let's see what I can do. And see, this is the issue, that you have to shoot and kill somebody to get health. So now I'm pretty much just stuck. Now can I switch one of these? I'm gonna try to see if I can switch one and might give me more health, because I think the one I got just recovery. I don't know. Nope, didn't work. Alright, that ain't do nothing either. I'm just gonna run it and forget it. Oh, bet that worked. What if something like that existed though? Like you hearing these people talk and you go into like a different
It's harder to
realm
hear
or dimension
you
or
when
anything
I'm
like
here.
that. Like that. I don't know how I respond to that.
Changed.
Like it would be cool
The
in a
board's
sense,
in
especially
charge
having
here.
like,
Their
you know,
pyramids
powers or
and
abilities, but it'd be a whole nother
Are
thing.
they
Just like,
really
dang,
the ones pulling the strings?
all these type of stuff exists.
I'm not
Which I
their
mean, you know,
director.
that's a whole
I'm
nother
Nolan's
thing.
director.
Alright, so now, oh yeah, bet. Alright, so put that. Come on now. Okay, finally I get to fight somebody. Come on. Come on. Nope. Alright, nope. Give me that help. Where your friends at? Come on. And here you come peeking out the corner like I ain't gonna find you. Did you see that? Hey, that dude's neck is all the way gone. Alright, what you want me to do? Oh, okay, yeah.
There you are. You were gone. Cut off.
No, I wasn't.
I got it.
Bruh. Oh, see, they done messed up giving me these powers now. Your boy on a whole nother level. See, I thought that would have killed me. Bro, did not really want to die.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Where do I need to go? Come on.
Locked.
Come on.
Maybe there's a key nearby.
I mean, of course there's gonna be a key. Alright, so I had to fast forward because it was taking a long time. Ooh, you ugly.
They can fly now.
Nope.
Great.
Oh, wow, that ain't work. Gosh, all of this time? Alright, so. Bruh, he is taking these shots. Oh, they sending other people with him? Come on now. Got a little bit to go. Come on. Nope. So I already know you can't get me behind this. You're just gonna take these headshots. Stop flying everywhere. Oh, so we gonna run away now.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Oh, you think so? He wasn't dead
Let's
when
stay
he left.
focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
I was slick tempted to sing that song, but I ain't gonna bless your ears with that.
All right, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we Can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what the odds that Alter Adam would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
I must say, dude, is dark, ain't it? And it sound like them sound like those guns that were on the Hulk.
The hotline can't be
the
far
movie,
now.
The Hulk. What was it called? The Incredible Hulk. I can't remember which one. All but one was trash, but I think it was the second one. That's what it was. And from the most recent, I ain't talking about the old Hulk. I ain't talking about that.
All right, take this down.
All right, where the phone at?
The Ocean View Motel and Casino.
No, she's a little bit too calm to be seeing stuff like this and just like,
Have we
oh
been
yeah,
here
this
before?
cool. Like, first of all, if I would see a phone
No.
in a room
I've stayed at a
that's
lot of
spaced
roadside
out like that,
motels
remind me of
across
that
the
room on
country.
X-Men #1?
Run
Or was it
under
2?
the radar.
When they had Magneto in it, I
This
can't
feels
remember.
like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Hello? Anyone here?
First of all, I would just be creeped out that I just went from inside a building. Well, granted, all the other stuff she's seen too, so I guess, I guess you'd be calm too. Never mind. All right, so let's see. Look, I was about to say, like I knew I hit it. All right, so that opened up another door. All right, everything looks the same to me. Anything else change? Nope. All right. So let's see. Yeah. Got the creepy music.
Key has a black pyramid on it.
Okay, so that room down the hall then. Anything else? Nope. All right. All right. And another switch. Bro, that music though, man. Like, I'm really feeling this game, man. Just the sound, you know, I can, you know how some games you play and you don't really feel like people put a lot of thought behind it. Like, I feel like they really put a lot of thought behind this game. I mean, the other game they did as well, but, you know, not to say they ain't put any more thought. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. I'd have been jacked up if I would have failed. What the hell? Oh, okay. So do I'm just gonna stay away from it because that don't look like something I need to fool with. You look angry. Is he eating something, bro? Oh, so there's more of it. Come on, bro. Anything else? Is that it? Alright. Bro, what if you got trapped in a place like this? I'm talking about, bro, like, I remember, what was it? When I was young, I remember I used to watch Ben 10, like the original Ben 10, and it was some guy, I can't remember his name, but he got stuck in a dimension where time didn't exist.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info.
I'm about to say, first
I need to get back to Emily.
If you can talk to him, then
people react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Or they might experiment on you. You never know. Well, I'm trying to focus.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss?
Can you let me walk through the door?
You made it.
Emily?
I'm talking about, bro.
I got the
as soon as
hotline.
my
I
foot
can make out what
crossed the
Trench is saying.
threshold. Hold up, wait, talk.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. He's gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well.
I
And
know.
all that and the hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out
I'm
something that
not
would help
gonna be
us.
your lab rat.
Tests. I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
Well, I'm talking about this music though, bro. It's just, I really feel like I'm watching a movie more so than playing a game. Well, I ain't gonna say movie, a series, cause I ain't gonna lie. Nowadays, man, most movies that come out, I'm like, dude, just make a series. Especially put it on Netflix. That way, you really ain't got no filter. You just, you know, you can get everything out. Like I hated watching movies to where I felt like they tried to cram everything in. Especially a movie that didn't make a part 2 or part 3 or part 4. I do just make a series out of it.
Hi, Jesse.
Where did the hiss come from?
I'm not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house is a sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house. What is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door. Okay. This Trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, Maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I'd need the gun to research it. But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
I think I will. Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics.
Hold up
Objects
now.
of
You
power
trying to
are
act like you
mundane
smarter than me.
objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
Nope.
Did she memorize this?
It sounded like she did.
Got it. Thanks.
Hey, look, you know how you be saying you understand something just so you can move the conversation along, but you be like, bruh, I don't know what you talking about.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
She ain't gonna answer them in a way we understand. I'm just playing. I got all that.
Do you hear that? Someone's singing. Where's it
I
coming
didn't
from?
hear that.
Sounds like it's coming from the elevator.
Brings up a lot of new questions. Are they communicating? Coordinating? What about the plan that attracted them?
The power plant is largely confidential. No use guessing the hiss's motives if we don't even know what kind of energy it uses.
You right
What
about
do you
that?
mean?
Man, I'm really just trying to heal. Well, not heal. Why I say heal? But upgrade everything, because, bruh, I can already tell you this game gonna get harder and harder, and I'm gonna need to have everything maxed out. Oh, I got an extra weapon. I think that's going to be it for today's episode. I really enjoy this game. The graphics are great. The storyline is amazing. I just can't wait to see, what unfolds, man. I feel like I really don't know where it's going to go. Like, it's just so many possibilities. But go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel to catch more episodes. And I'll catch y'all on the next one.